It's never too early or too late to whip your brain into shape. I'm the Body Smith. Today, we'll talk about how physical activity translates to better brain health.
Work it, 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 work
Interval training, short bursts of heart-pumping activity, produces a protein that has been described as the miracle grow of the brain. Exercise also releases a brain protective hormone. No excuses. I want you to get up off that couch and join us today. And I am joined by Mary, who is a general contractor. Come on in, Mary. Okay, let's march in place. So, since we're doing intervals today and short bursts of heart-pumping activity, we're going to kind of move around a lot. Now, legs apart. Let's make yourself short. You're going to work those legs and work those arms. Here we go for 4, 3, 2, reach across, push back. So we're going to be doing cardio activities, real simple things with some of the equipment that you see behind us. And push down, both arms. If you don't have any of the equipment sitting around your house like I did, you can do all the activities on the floor. Let's bend the knees. Or for example, if we're using weights and you don't have any, you can pick up a can of soup or something, as long as you can hold it in your hand without it slipping out. Now reach across, pull back. Pull into that upper back. Okay, ready for the other side. Let's go. Reach across, pull back. I just feel really lucky to get Mary here today because she's been working almost 7 days a week with her contracting business. And reach up. Are you getting rich, Mary? She says not really. She also said, she told me she lives on 3 acres and she's got animals to feed and plants to take care of. Let's lift that heel to a ham curl. But she decided, since the theme here today, as it says in the music, is work hard and play hard, she'd come here today and work hard and play hard with us. Let's pull down, pull. All right, you're just getting limbered up here. Anybody can do this. Get up off that couch. All right, ham curls again, pull into the upper back. Let's do it 4 more. 3 and 2. Let's squat out to the side and to the other side. Somehow I'm getting this feeling of deja vu, like we've done this before. A secret, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. The battery died in the middle of the show and we're having to do it again, but it's worth it for you, our viewers. We don't mind, do we, Mary? Lunge back behind. We're getting our exercise, one way or another. Did I tell you, Mary, I'm a stubborn person. Yeah, I don't give up easily. So we're already getting up towards that cardio zone. So why don't we come back? Mary, why don't I assign you to the trampoline and I'll do some platform work. So short bursts of intense activity. Let's start it right here. Down, down, up, up. There is no need. You don't have to keep up with the exact tempo of the music. See if I can do things where I won't trip myself. There we go, Mary. Oh. That's pulling up the pulse rate. All right. I think I'll go to the other side here. So those of you at home that are following along, you can do whatever either of us is doing or make up your own. If you don't have the equipment, if you don't have a mini trampoline, you're just moving around on the floor. Okay, Mary, come on down. Let's find our weights. Okay. Okay, make sure to take a few breaths. Now keep the legs moving. Tap the toe forward. Okay, let's do some upright rows. Here we go. It's up and down. And Mary has a lunch date afterwards, and she's apparently earning her lunch. You can have mine too. You've earned it, Mary. So instead of going just straight up, we're going up and over, like pulling over, making like you are 8 3/4 months pregnant, because coming up and over like this, that's going to help you work the upper back and the rear deltoids. 3 more. 2 to go. And last one. Let's tap out side to side. Very good. So let's do some bicep curls. Coming on up to the shoulders. Bring it back. Keeping the legs going so we can get that cardio benefit while we are doing some of our weight training. And really, when you break it down, what we're doing today is a series of functional training activities, all things that are designed to make it so that we can continue to easily do our daily activities. For me, I do a lot of gardening. I teach fitness classes, as does Mary, but I don't get up on roofs and paint the eaves of houses like Mary does. That's why we hire Mary. 3 more. I imagine you're pretty good on a ladder, huh, Mary? 1 more time. I've got a high-pitched roof. All right, turn to the side. We're going to aim low, pull up at an angle. So this is another way to work the shoulders, and we're also incorporating more of the muscles in the upper back, a little bit in the lower back, latissimus dorsi, rhomboids in the upper back. Good. Let's circle that weight back. It's a slow circle. You're taking it about eye level and pulling right through that upper back. Never forget your breathing. Big deep breaths all the way in and out. Last one. Now turn to the other side. Let's aim low, pull up. If this is fast enough that you don't feel control, you can always slow it down. It is not mandatory to match the exact tempo of the music in this kind of a workout. I have kind of a habit of doing it. So, circle back. 35 plus years of teaching cardio classes, most of which have a certain amount of choreography. It really does help with those kind of workouts to stick to the tempo. This one, not quite as important. Okay, let's release. Let's put the weights down and out of the way where you will not step on them, or the cans of soup if that's what you're doing. Let's lift the knees. Pull, pull. Reaching up to the ceiling, pulling a big heavy cord. That's resistance. Let's take it to a jog. Jog. Now here's one that's a little bit trickier. We're going to jog 2, 3, lift the knee, so we're doing opposite knees. All right. Jog 2, 1, 2, 3, lift, 2, 3, lift. Or you can march in between. Let's push, push, push. I feel my brain being boosted by all this activity. And we know my brain needs that boost. Press out to the side. Out. 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 Ah, 2 more. Last one. Okay, let's build on that. We've got the little ball here. So the ball, you're going to take from the hip to the hip. The knees bend, so the hips don't move. The lower body does not move, only the upper body. Pull in those abs. All right. So now, you're the Wicked Witch. Stir the cauldron. Reach way around forward. Almost straightening those arms as you come forward. Shoulders are still turning side to side and switch side. I feel my core, my abdominals, my lower back, my upper back. Alternate sides. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Let's go bowling. So you're rolling that ball down the aisle. And everybody knows if you want to be a really good bowler, you have to bend at the knee and the hip joint. So we're getting some work for the lower body. Exactly what we're looking for. Four more. Okay, are you ready? Roll that ball back. It's a slow circle, pulling through the upper back. Two more. All right, let's switch sides. Switch hands, turn to the side, get ready to bowl. Bowl. Here I am bowling with my non-dominant side, which I've tried before. It didn't work very well. I think I got a gutter ball in the next lane when I tried that. Circle back, circle. But I did once, gosh, it's more than 40 years ago, I got a 243 game. That's my top score. Two more. Last one. Hold it to the center. Okay, let's take the heels behind. Lift and pull in. A little more activity here. Perfect. We're getting ready to do some more interval work, cardio interval. Okay, let's put that ball down here. I'll take yours. I think I'm assigning you to the step now. And I get to do the trampoline. Okay. Now remember, if you don't have this equipment, that's no excuse not to work out with us. Do the same activity on the floor. It's just kind of fun to put a little variety in. Perfect. Be creative. It's all up to you. Do a couple of more jumps here. Well, Mary, we have not used the tubing yet. Let's come on down. I told Mary she doesn't know what she's getting into today. Anything could happen here. So let's put it under the foot, and we're going to approximate some of the earlier exercises we did with the weights. You've got neutral wrists. You're going to pull up almost shoulder height. Now what we have here is called exercise tubing. Some people call them bands. These are a takeoff on surgical tubing, and I don't own any stock in any sports stores, but you can get this type of equipment at most sporting goods stores. They're relatively inexpensive. They last a whole long time. And if you want to work out on vacation, you can very easily pack them in the overhead plane compartment. One more. All right, turn them around. So we've got bicep curls coming up right here. Curl into the shoulders. Breathe out. So Mary, being a contractor, are you a good carpenter? Oh, I've got to call you. I have got to call you. My front steps, there's a board that's starting to get dry rot. And oh my gosh. And I figure, you know, it probably only needs that one board done, but if I pull it apart and try to do it, when it's put back together, it's going to look like I did it. It's terrible. One more time. And release that down. Okay, come over around the back. You want to come under the arms with this, and you are reaching up to the inside of the stirrups. Taking the arms out wide, so they're right under your shoulder blades, pushing in and pulling back. This is working the pectorals, chest muscles, as well as parts of the upper back and shoulders. And if you have tubing that is kind of not giving you enough resistance, like mine, it's okay, but you can also gather them up and put a little more tension on the band. There goes Mary. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Thank you for demonstrating. 4 more. This is definitely, you put the time in on the workout, you want to get the benefit. 2 more. And we have not done anything yet to isolate the triceps. Let's do it right here. I call this my crowded subway in New York exercise. So you're on the subway, there's no place to sit. You got to reach up and hold on to one of those straps. And so that comes down the center of the back. You got that, Mary? You put enough tension on it that when you push up and slightly forward, you feel the back of the arm. Let's go. Breathe out. Breathe in. Yeah, I've noticed at gyms and community centers, interval classes similar to what we've done have become very popular. Even more popular than some of the cardio-based formats that have a lot of choreography. Keep going. But Mary's very good at choreography, different dance type formats. 1 more. And release. Now the other side. Other side. Let's do it before we run out of music. Let's go. Make sure that elbow is slightly forward. You want to be able to see it out of the corner of your eye. The last thing I want to do is get an email letter from somebody saying I was doing your tubing workout and I pulled my shoulder out of joint. Definitely not what we're here for. Not what I'm here for. All right, just a couple more on this side. And release. Okay, be very careful when you release it so it doesn't snap up and hit you. Let's take it about 6 inches in between neutral wrist and pull back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're working that upper back area. The rhomboids specifically we're trying to target. That's when you pull your shoulder blades together. It works the rhomboids. And we're doing that here with this a little extra tension on it with the force of this tubing. Hey Mary, we survived the workout. Let's put this away. And like I said, we have some extra time here today for stretching and balance work. So start with a deep breath in and exhale out. So our first balance work, we're going to stand on one leg, extend the opposite leg back, tighten the gluteus maximus, and reach forward. So you're balancing on that one leg. The residual benefit is as my body is trying to keep me from falling off to one side, it's really working the muscles in my lower leg. Okay. If you have to check your balance, just put that foot down. And now slide it on back into a runner's lunge. The runner's lunge, you start by sliding that leg way back. The knee comes over the ankle, and you're going to reach forward with one arm. Reach forward and up, and tighten the gluteus maximus on the side of the leg that's behind you to get a better stretch all the way from the hip flexors and the pocket area down through the knee. Well, I don't know about you, Mary, but my brain feels like it's had a workout today. It's had that protein. I can't remember the name of the protein. It's a brain protective protein when you work out. Okay, now let's do the same thing on the other side. Extend it back. Do not be surprised, point the toe, if you are more flexible on one side than the other. That happens. And slide that leg back to the runner's lunge. And reach. Tighten the glute. And then there's that protein. There was a doctor that did some brain studies and research, and he said the protein released during exercise is like Miracle Grow for the brain. So I don't know if he gets a product endorsement credit for that. Let's come on up. Now the next one we'll do is we're going to counterbalance, extend that leg out to the side, and extend the arm to the opposite. You're going to try to keep the spine in a relatively natural curve. And yes, some people's balance is better than others. You can see me teetering a slight bit. You can always use a chair. Balance, maybe hold on to a chair or have it there for touch assistance. Now let's take it over to one side and the knees over the ankle. Stretch the inner thigh and the groin. Very good. I'm going to hold these long enough to get some benefit. Now release and stretch. We're going to raise it out to the other side. Which side did we do before, Mary? So we do the other one. You show us. If we did it twice, so we get just better balance than twice. I'm going to try this side. There we go. Does that feel better? Yeah, there we go. Apparently I need my brain boosted. My short-term memory is off today. Whoa. Teeter, teeter, but you don't have to start with perfect balance, but this is the kind of activity that improves balance. Now take it over to the side. I know we weren't over here, were we? Reach up and over. And bring it back to the center. Take one leg forward. Enough of this balancing stuff. And we're bending at the hip joint, hinging forward. That's a fancy way of saying we're bending at the hip and the knee. We're keeping the upper body straight. We're pushing the arms forward, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Good. We need to do the other side here. Let's come on forward. And this time take the arms back behind. You're handcuffing yourself just above the wrist, opening the shoulders, still hinging forward. I like this music. This is one of my favorite stretching tracks. Let's come on up. Touch toward the shoulder blade. Guide the arm back. You don't have to push really hard. Just give it a little guidance here. No stretch should ever go to the point of feeling painful. You want to get just to that edge where it would feel painful if you went farther. Now the other side. Switch arms. Excellent. All right, release, breathe in. Exhale, it's time to thank you for being with us. We've finished our workout for today. Thank you for Mary, our general contractor, for making the time to join us today. And we hope to see you again soon on the next Body Smith workout. What do you say, Mary? Should we go pound some nails? Come on, let's truck away.